Back, and they will begin things at the 25. This is the receiver turned running back. Cordero pass.
Down by Blake Martinez.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run.
It's
kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly,
to your phone or what?
to stand on schedule
just take
on
the
offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
It's just me. Alert. Switch.
I gotta fix my stuff.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into double coverage, and
let's go,
intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Yeah, I didn't know what it is.
They have thrown the interception. Obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 round?
He ain't got the mic. I jumped over there to see me talking. He ain't got the mic.
Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Oh, you put Khalil on the side. Okay.
Only about a yard up to the 21.
That's a neat look for him, that's all.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked.
You sent that bitch to my phone, though?
Yeah.
Bodies, not much space. I think ultimately,
you get it?
fortunate to get anything out
I
of
should.
that.
I just want to check
Second
it.
and 9 now from
the
the 21. From the gun, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
And the Giants.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's second and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Now Jones to throw on third down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
And there's a familiar sight. Khalil Mack putting a quarterback down in the backfield for another sack. I know he only had 8.5 sacks in 2019, so a lot of people wrote that off as, hey, what's going on with Khalil Mack? You do realize he's getting doubled and tripled on just about every snap, but that was the first time since his rookie year of 2014 that he finished the season with less than 10 sacks.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Oh, he sheds himself free. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
The 31-yard line.
Now Trubisky. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, Patterson. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Taken down right at.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. He ended up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Logan Ryan. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. This will be a 37-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will make our score 9-0. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or in this case, a field goal.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, it's 9-0.
Giants nothing.
Talk that bit. What y'all do?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now.
Bears 9, Giants 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Again, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
A first down carry for Barkley. Able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. I can remember a game here in Chicago a few years back. It was so blustery that Robbie Gould tried a field goal and just about kicked it out of bounds. Once that wind starts coming in off Lake Michigan, it can cause havoc in the kicking game.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. A little flat.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Complete.
A good pick up there, 26 yards.
26 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Nifty running by Barkley there on first down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3.
22-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 22, Jones looking for the end zone. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown.
Complete to Golden Tate.
Golden Tate, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead.
His kick is
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll throw from the gun, and he'll complete this one to Patterson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
At the 31-yard line.
Here's Patterson. And he'll get it
Let him
out
know,
near
let him
the
know.
40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
By the Giants.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Jones, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And a short gain here down to the 22.
On the carry.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jones. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is what...
Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 75 yards. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
The Bears will...
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything in the coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st down, Giants.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
He completes it to Tate. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
New York.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Now a timeout.
The ball carrier.
7 seconds left in the first half.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Giants.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Jones now throwing again. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Third down.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion. So now here's 3rd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and...
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
To the running back.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Darius Slayton, 67 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Kick is good.
And his kick is right through.
Giants 27, Bears 17.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down.
I always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, he's going to come down with it. And some say he was the victim of some subpar quarterback play last year. He didn't let that bother him at all. Still had 98 catches and over 1,000 yards receiving. Allen Robinson just goes out and plays hard each and every week.
He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Check. Lucky.
Now Trubisky to throw. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And that will be incomplete. Trubisky tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Jimmy Graham. Incomplete.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. On the return, it's Tate. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
The Giants on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
3-yard pickup.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 7. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 14. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
And 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 30.
Robinson.
Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 53 yards. On first down, Trubisky.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with the defender right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
It's to second and goal at the 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patterson, and he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears cut into that lead.
His kick.
They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the second try.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Now Jones throwing on first down. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he gets it all the way. 10, and mark him at the 5. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and goal. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
second down at 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants.
To number 87, Sterling Shepard.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing here, Trubisky. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So, barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. He'll buy some time right, letting one go deep for the end zone. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Anthony Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Giants.
Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire